real quick. I said it, I know that you're mad. I emptied the clip over friendly your jabs. You mentioned my scene. I did what is that. I gotta go bad. I gotta go bad. What? We not doing that, bro. We not doing that. We gotta talk about it. We not doing Kendrick. Before I get into the battle rap content, shout out to everybody. You know what I mean? Shout out to, we went live, bro, and we was talking about, let me just tell y'all what happened. Kendrick hit me with a, we not doing this. So I went live. Y'all remember what happened with Rick Ross and all that? Everybody in the chat, I'm talking about something else. Everybody in the chat, oh, this happened with Rick. You know what I mean? Like, you gotta, like, go live now. Like find out what happened, go live. I went live, right? I think we had like 20-something thousand like views and all that, right? So I'm live. Somehow, the live, I started trolling Kendrick. My bad. You know what I'm saying? Family Matters was the better song. I don't care. You still won, Kendrick. You still won. Shut up. You know what I'm saying? Family Matters, you know what I'm saying, was the better song. You was more strategic. You ended up winning. Chill, right? So I'm saying that in the chat, right? And then somehow we start clowning Kendrick. Oh, I'm sorry, Kendrick. Clowning his clothes and all that. You know what I mean? You rich. Like, what you care for, right? So while I'm doing that, right? Shout out to Kendrick. You know what I'm saying? You know I just be joking. Like, so while I'm doing it, I'm live, right? I'm not even really like playing all the way, right? Like, listen. So he got like the concert everybody know about, right? So I'm making fun of his clothes, and we joking around, right? We made fun of Drake too. Shout out to Drake. We made fun of you too. Everybody was getting made fun of, even me. Wait a minute, right? So it was like kind of like a little bit of his concert, right? Not even like 5 seconds, really. I don't think it was 5 seconds. I don't know, right? I turn around, so we live for 2 hours, 2.5 hours or something like that. The last time I went live, you know, saying all that, you know what I mean? My phone goes, ding! I'm like, what is this, bro? And whenever like you get these type of emails, you know what I mean? It ain't never a good thing, right? So I'm like, what is this? So I look, UMG is trying to take down your video, like, because you using Kendrick Lamar's footage. Bruh, if y'all was on the live, you would know this is like complete, not really what was going on, right? Can't say it, you know what I mean? So I contacted YouTube, all that, right? Y'all think I'm playing, bro. We not doing that, bro. Kendrick, we not doing. We gonna talk about the rest of the ball. We not, Kendrick, you doing too much right now. We not doing that, bro. I'm about to show them, bro. Like, this ain't, we not doing that, bro. They not about to think I'm making that up, Kendrick. They not about to think that, bro. So I turn around, right? They blocked the video in 2 different territories, bro. They did in 2 different territories, 2 hours of material, right? I'm about to show y'all. Y'all think I'm playing, bro? We not doing that, bro. That's what they did, bro. We not doing that, bro. Talking about, oh, UMG talking about, oh, the content owner, UMG. So who own your content now, Kendrick? Like, what is this, bro? The content owner, UMG, they saw that you was playing their video. Bro, I wasn't like sitting there like playing the like, what is y'all doing, bro? We not doing that, camera. We not doing that, bro. You're not about to save him, camera. We not about to do that, bro. So I'm like, what is this? So I'm hitting YouTube up. I'm hitting like everybody I know, and then they get it released. You know, because I'm like, yo, I'm not playing his video all like that. Like, what's the deal? Right? And they talking about, oh, it's it could have been automatic. I'm like, this ain't like, no, we not doing that, bro. That video wasn't even nuts. It was right when I got to the point when I was going in on Kendrick. It happened. So what? Not everybody gonna like that song, Kendrick. Not like everybody. It's cool, but you played the song way too much, bro. You tried to get me, Kendrick. You tried to get me. It didn't work. Wait a minute. And the funny thing about all this, right? The funny thing about so I did play. No, Kendrick, we not doing that, Kendrick. Like, I'm trying to get to my blog, Kendrick. I know you're a battle rap fan and all that. Kendrick, we not doing that, bro. Right? So before I did play like some of his video, right? Like his song when him and Drake was going back and forth, right? And then I found out Kendrick Lamar was letting people use the songs. You know, and it was like part of his strategy to win. You know what I mean? Like all that. But then we talked about the bots and all. You know what I'm saying? Hold on. Like, well, we get to this, right? It was part of his strategy. So I put out a tweet that went viral. And I'm just like, yo, Kendrick Lamar is letting people use his songs. You know what I mean? Like and that's gonna help him along the way. That's all I said. He letting people use his songs without hitting them with copyrights, what I said, right? And then the reactor called No Like Shaq took the tweet. You know what I'm saying? He made like a whole blog on it. And then it went like crazy, right? And so then everybody tried to act like it was them. It was me. It was my tweet. So I'm the person that put that out, Kendrick. And then next thing I know, you tried to get me, Kendrick. You tried to get me. Don't make me sing that. Don't make me sing Family Matters, bro. Don't make me do it. So then I think this is why you did it, Kendrick. I'm not like, we gonna get to the blog. I think this is why you did it, bro. So when we went to his video, right? Because they tried to say it was the concert. Nah, bro. This is what y'all did. So I'm on like his song, Not Like Us, right? I'm going through the comments and showing everybody like some of these comments are bot comments, like I'm showing it. And it happens. You know what I'm saying? I'm trolling and all that. But it happens. Like if you got a video that's doing like millions and millions of views, you're gonna have bots like I got bots on, like, you know what I'm saying? Some of my, you know what I mean? So I'm like trolling and I'm like, yo, like this comment say this and it, like, why is this like 5 comments saying the same thing? And that's why I think y'all did that, bro. You not doing that to me. You not doing that. I wasn't gonna say nothing, Kendrick. I was just gonna let that go, bro. I was gonna let that go, bro. Like, we not doing that, bro. You know what I'm saying? Gosh, I know you're mad. I emptied the clip over friendly and jammed Jim into my scene. I deal with his dad. I gotta go bad. I gotta go bad. You know who really bang us about? YG. You know who really bang us set out there? Chuck T. You know who even bang us set out there is CB. You know that Cole losing sleep on this, it ain't me. Better have some paperwork or that's some fake tea. And yeah, Meet the Grams was fake, Kendrick. We not doing that. I'm trying to get to my battle rap blog. We not doing that, Kendrick. Meet the Grams was fake, bro. Better have some paperwork or that's some fake tea. Can't be rapping about no ratting that we can't read. What? Yeah, sure what? Slide me for my AP, just like how Metro slide him for his main squeeze. Always begging for attention, say please. You just acting like an activist. It's make believe. Don't even go back to your hood and play no money train. Don't be trying to get me, Kendrick, bro. Don't be trying to do that, bro. Like, don't be trying, like, we not doing that, bro. Drake, you did lose. You did. You know what I mean? But that's what it is. That's why I was kind of mad. You know, I'm like, I'm not doing no YouTube video. I'm not doing none of that. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Shout out. I do want to say this, right? So I seen, it's a couple things going on. Shout out to Murdermook. I seen he did like a couple interviews, right? One of the interviews he's talking about, he kind of like throwing subliminal, you know, shots at Rum Nitty and all that, right? And then he's got another video and he's saying again in his video, Mook, I'm not going there. I know people think, you know what I'm saying, I don't be respecting Mook and all that. Like, I do, you know what I mean? But you did another video, right? And in this video, you talking about, oh, like, I really want to, like, what did he say? He said, a Hitman Holla, he's got to be next. Come on, bro. If you want to battle Hitman Holla, make the battle happen, Mook. You know how old I am? I'm 40. I cannot be 50 years old by the time this battle happened. Mook. What is y'all doing, bro? You think URL gonna make this battle happen? Hitman Holla posting. You know what I'm saying? Like, what was it, like a couple weeks ago, whatever? He posting like, URL still didn't call me. Next day, URL still didn't call me. I'm still waiting for a call from Beezy. They not calling him for that battle. You know, so who's going to make a battle happen between Murdermook and Hitman Holla? I would like to know that. You know what I'm saying? I don't think anybody's going to make the battle happen. So, and then URL's not going to give you ownership of the battle, Mook. You know, I'm upset about this, Mook. Kendrick coming at me, and then you ain't battling. I done had enough. Shout out to Mook. So we want to see you battle, man. I don't want to keep hearing, oh, I want to battle. Hitman better off battling Loaded Lux right now. If you ask me. You know, like, he just had a very good battle with Rum Nitty. He won the battle. Like, he's kind of in a situation where he could battle Lux. Lux can battle Hitman. Lux know about money. You know about money, but you almost had 200,000 and you didn't take the battle with Easy. Mook. I got the messages. Let me show everybody. Like, I got them. Drake was wanting you to battle Easy. He wanted you to battle, what was it? Easy, Arsenal. You didn't want to battle Arsenal. You was trying your best in these. Mook, I got the message. You was trying your best in the messages not to battle Arsenal. I will put these messages out, you know what I'm saying? But Drake was talking about it, you know what I'm saying? So I got Kendrick coming at me. I don't need this. You know what I mean? But I seen the messages, bro. You did not want to battle Arsenal. So like, what you gonna do? Like, the caffeine era is no more. Unless you can get somebody to sponsor, maybe like Busta Rhymes or somebody that you know, maybe, you know what I mean? Like, who's the dude that be hating on Jay-Z all the time? The other Rockefeller dude, Dame Dash. Maybe you can get him to sponsor somebody. You know what I mean? But as far as like the leagues that's present, I don't think nobody gonna book this battle. I don't. Hitman Holla was talking. He's basically saying, yo, Remy Ma, I was talking to Remy Ma about the battle. I agreed to come down on my price. She's saying Mook wouldn't budge on his price. So if he's not going to budge on his price, the battle's not going to happen. And then the Hitman's talking about you want 70% off of like the pay-per-view or the battle, and and you doing the battle on his link. This is crazy. Mook. We rock with you, bro. Like, I don't know, man. Like, this is crazy, man. Like, just go get the money. Make it happen. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Mook. Shout out to Hitman Holla, all of them. But I would want to see, you know what I'm saying, Hitman Holla versus Lux right now. You know what I'm saying? Murdermook, maybe like a T-Top. What y'all think? I don't think he gonna battle like T-Top, bro. You gotta think, like, somebody that can put together, like, structure a story on you like that. I don't think he won a battle like a T-Top. You know what I'm saying? But just think about that. If Mook battled T-Top, that would be insane. I don't care what y'all say. It would be insane. T-Top been wilding this year. So I'm mentioning him. T-Top versus Mook is what I want to see. You know what I mean? But he is taking, you know what I mean, at Rum Nitty. So maybe like Rum Nitty. You know, if that's what you want to do. Your boy, Loaded Lux, he battled him. You throwing subliminals at Rum Nitty. You know what I'm saying? You maybe you think you better than him. I'm not mad at that one. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to him. I also do want to say this. Rare Breed Entertainment, ARP, right? He's got a card coming up. People hit me up like, yo, PIPERBOY. And then I want to talk to y'all about this, right? No, we talking about this before we talk. Hold on, bro. Y'all is wilding. So you know, like, some dude did a video on me, right? And he talking about, oh, well, 50 Cent's, shout out to 50 Cent, you know what I'm saying? But he like, yo, 50 Cent's goon, then Young Buck kind of went in on somebody trying to check him in the grocery store. And so I'm like, man, we not, bro. If I ever see you in person, bro, whatever. He got the story all wrong. Like, we not doing that, bro. There's people that's in my inbox talking crazy because of that, bro. Like, we not doing that, bro. If I find out who you are, bro, like, you go here for me again. You know what I'm saying? It is what I was gonna take the video, but I ain't gonna take it. He using my video, I can take it down. I ain't gonna take his video down. I did get a lot of followers. It is what it is. Thug life. You know what I mean? But you got your information wrong. We're not doing that. Now, I do want to say this. The card, the full circle card, right? So it's going to be Big K versus Coach Corleone. Tell me what y'all think about that down in the comment section below. This is not, I don't see anywhere where it says pay-per-view. It may just be like ARP's been doing it. He said he's not going to do pay-per-views, but he's still interested in doing full circles. It's still like giving some people opportunities. You know, I ain't really mad at it. Right? So Big K versus Coach Corleone. Last time I seen Coach Corleone, he battled Pain, but then I think he may have battled B Magic after that, right? I think I've seen a little bit of that, but I didn't watch the whole battle, right? But, you know, Coach Corleone versus Norfolk, you know what I mean? Big K, is this something y'all want to see? I would say you got to think about this, bro. If, you know, Coach, this is a big platform. That's not bad. You battling somebody who's like Battler of the Year. That's not bad. You know, some people probably like, yo, like, I thought he was done with URL or done with the breaks and all. Like, maybe he just moved up and, like, did some sort of deal where I don't know what's going on. Maybe he'll end up doing an interview talking about it. But shout out to Coach Corleone. This is a look. You're at the top of the flyer, bro. Battling Big K. You know, I would take this very serious. You know, because Big K is a dangerous opponent. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to Big K. Shout out to Coach Corleone. And then you got Rosenberg Raw. We're going to get to what S.M.A.C.K is saying and all that. So then you got Rosenberg Raw versus Arsenal. You know, this is a style clash that may be interesting. You know, I'm not mad at paying, you know, like the YouTube, what is it, like the subscription thing that ARP does for the full circles? I'm not mad. If you get like 5 battles and you get whatever content he puts out for the month, that's not really bad, bro. It's not like he's trying to charge us like $60. You know what I mean? Or nothing like that for this, you know? So then you got Rosenberg Raw versus Arsenal. I think people want to see Rosenberg do well. People want to see Arsenal do well. You know, I think last time I seen Rosenberg battles, he lost 2 of them. You know, maybe he battled again like before this, but I didn't see it. You know, so I want to see him do well. I want to see Arsenal do well. Shout out to both of them. And then you got Swave Seva versus Chubby Jag. Right? So 2 street guys, I want to hear what they're going to say to each other. And the full circle, this is a battle I kind of want to see. Like, I mean, not this. I know we be doing this as media. Like, y'all have a battle in a certain venue. There's nobody get on camera. But I want to see this on the stage. You know what I mean? I do want to see this on the stage. You know what I mean? It depends on how you do the full circle. If it's the same how it was with Averb and Mickey Fax, you know, I don't know. You know what I mean? But depending on how they do, maybe they'll revitalize the way that they do the full circle. Shout out to them. But I do want to see this like on the stage. Chubby Jag versus Swave 7. Then you got Ill Will versus Emerson Kennedy. Shout out to Emerson Kennedy. He has a lot of battles with top tiers. You know, shout out to him. I think the last time I seen him live, it was a while ago. I don't see many Emerson Kennedy battles live. You know what I mean? I seen him like, he battled in LA. I think it was on the traffic car. He ended up battling B-Dot. I got him winning that battle. Did very good in that battle. You know, but if you look on YouTube, he's got a lot of, I think he battled like Rum Nitty, like wild people. I think he even battled like New Jersey Twerk and people like that, you know? So shout out to Emerson Kennedy. Very, very good. I'm not sure if he's paying for the battles, how that situation is working out. But like the people that battle him, they take him super serious. You know, so shout out to him. So speaking of Rare Breed Entertainment, we might have got this wrong. Wait a minute. So y'all seen we was all kind of going in. Caution, do you got a ghostwriter? Caution, do you got a ghostwriter? Do you? Jay Breed coming out talking crazy about you. Do you got to go? We all like talking about her. She was lit. Caution, you was lit. You was lit. The last like few days, you said it. You know what I mean? Like you was lit. Y'all be wanting like the attention, but you was lit. Sometimes battle rap is kind of, sometimes it gotta be some drama. It just is what it is. I can't be getting on here being like, this was a great battle between 2 people. The perfect setting, the perfect stage. They said everything that they said was super great. No drama with the battle. We need drama. Caution. This was perfect. Pain and Wing was going at it. It was lit. I'm looking at my phone. Oh, Caution got a ghostwriter. Wait, listen. Hold on wait a minute. We all going in. Shout out to Caution. You know what I mean? So, but it did, bro. You had a lot of people saying that they know for sure that you have ghostwriting. People were saying that they ghost wrote for you, right? So she did an interview on Three Letterman's channel, right? And she's saying like she doesn't understand like where any of this is coming from. It's coming from they saying you ghost wrote. Or they ghost wrote for you. That's where it's coming from. That's what's coming from, right? I mean, you got a problem with Wayne. You don't want to be a brick no more, and all. Like they gonna come for you. It just is what it is, right? You know where it's coming from, right? So she's saying, like, I still rock with everybody. And Three is like, asking her questions. He's just like, yo, like, you kind of reserved in this interview. And she's like, well, I'm not gonna say anything bad about any of these people. Like, I was rocking with them. I was one of the bricks. I helped build the bricks, So even if we falling out, I'm not about to go on a public platform and talk crazy about them. I just don't understand where this is coming from. I feel like I'm the energy right now, and everybody just trying to say something just for attention. It's what she's saying, So she's saying like, yo, I'm gonna keep it professional. Just say I'm not gonna get on here and talk reckless about everybody. Just it is what it is. I don't believe what they, you know what I mean. I think they don't they misinterpreting things because that's not how it happened, right? That's how she talking. First of all, Caution. This is what I gotta say to you. If somebody is on a public platform talking crazy, you got to talk crazy too. Times 3. You got to do it. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, you ain't got to, like, have the same energy with everybody. You know what I mean? You don't really have to do that. You did take the high road. But they're trying to, like, pretty much, that can end a lot of people's perceptions of who you are. Of what you've done, because they could be looking at you as one of these people that got a writer. You know what I mean? And some people can never get from under that stigma once that's placed on them. Right? So I'm looking at the interview, and she's like continuing to talk. I believe her, bruh. So she's saying like, yo, you know how it is, like when you just out there and you cool with people and you spar with them and they may tell you like, yo, that's dope. But just like, maybe I would say this and, you know what I mean, or structure it different. And she's like, I would go back and I would rewrite it. And then I would just have like a different, like, haymaker or build up to it. It's kind of what she was saying. And I've seen that happen a lot. You know what I mean? I've been at events. I've seen people sparring together. I've seen a lot, right? So she's saying that's all it is. And you know what I mean? Like, there's nothing more to it. The way she said it, I mean, I kind of believe her. Y'all tell me what y'all believe. Hit 1 in the chat if you believe Caution. Hit 2 in the chat if you don't believe her. 1 in the chat if you believe her. 2 in the chat if you don't believe her. Go ahead, let me know. Y'all tell me what y'all think down in the comment section below. You know what I'm saying? I believe her, bro. The thing that will make me not believe you, right? So 1 in the chat if y'all believe her. 2 in the chat if you don't. You know what I'm saying? Y'all tell me. Got 2. People don't believe her. 1 person believe her. Somebody don't believe her. 1 person believe her. 1 person believe her. 1 person believe her. People believe in her. So I don't know. It's a mixed bag. I don't know. She came off real genuine, right? So if I'm a person like Jay Bree, right? And I'm putting out there, I'm doing an interview saying that she's got a ghostwriter, I would furnish some type of information to show like what Capo was doing and all that. You know what I'm saying? Even if you got to go on like Photoshop and like, you know what I mean? Furnish something, say like showing that you wrote for her, and then I'm not saying she truthful. I'm just saying she seemed very, very believable, with the approach that she took, but some people be tricking you, you know what I mean? Like they get up there, they talk and they, you know what I mean? Then they be lying, so you don't know. But we'll end up finding out as time goes on whether or not she has a ghostwriter or she doesn't. But right now, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? It's up in the air. And we do got to give her the benefit of the doubt until somebody puts out evidence showing otherwise. Because people got evidence of everything. Bro, I can show y'all favorite battle rappers at work. I don't do that. I can show you people Uber driving and all that. I can show you this. Like y'all don't understand. Like all y'all battlers that don't like me, I get it. If y'all really don't like me, just let me know. Cause 20,000. Like, I could just keep doing that. You know what I mean? I have a lot of like information that I do not put out. You know, so people do have a lot of stuff on people. People record calls and stuff. I don't put stuff like that out, right? You know, no more. You know what I mean? I did before. You know what I'm saying? But I don't do that no more. I done cleaned up my, you know what I mean, my act, I do stuff. But if people have definitive evidence on caution, put that out today. Because she basically saying it's not real. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. Y'all tell me what y'all think down in the comment section below. Now, I do want to say this. Shout out to the URL, right? Shout out to S.M.A.C.K. Everything that y'all been doing in battle rap, you know what I mean? Trying to make it great, doing everything, right? Shout out to y'all. I seen S.M.A.C.K did an interview, and he was like chilling with French Montana. And everybody's sending me this, which I don't understand how I don't really have that many views. A lot of people sending me this, right? So he's talking. French Montana's there. He's out, right? And he's kind of just going live because he want to smack. You want people to know French Montana there, bro. It is what it is. You know what I mean? He like live and he like. Smack! We know everybody know you. Kanye West, all these people. You know what I mean? It is what it is. Shout out to you. But, you know, I will say this. So he did, it wasn't an interview. He was just talking. And he said, you know, Summer Madness, stay tuned. So he's saying Summer Madness is coming, right? This is what I want to say. We could have got this wrong. Because when he was at the Gnome 14 and all that, he was talking about we about to run the Summer Madness commercials, right? Run the commercials. So in my mind, I'm looking at you saying that, and then I'm seeing Kings versus Queens. And you didn't seem like you was sipping the scissor but nothing, right? So I'm like, yo, like, what is this? Is this? And then, like, you know, people are talking. And a lot of people think that Summer Madness is Kings versus Queens. But if you're talking like this, like Summer Madness, I don't know if you're just saying that because French Montana is there. You know, a lot of rappers, they love the imprint Summer Madness. You know, your fans love that. You know what I mean? We want to see it. But he's saying Summer Madness is coming. You know what I mean? So I don't know. Y'all tell me what y'all think down in the comment section below. Shout out to S.M.A.C.K. Shout out to Beasley, Chico, all y'all. Even though y'all don't like, you'll see it. Like, if y'all gonna do Summer Madness, great. You know, but comment down in the comment section below. Let me know what matchups y'all would like to see on a Summer Madness if they did do Summer Madness. I feel like it's not really that many left that you can have a Summer Madness. You know, like, unless you, I mean, they have to bring Mook back for like a Summer Madness. They'd have to bring, unless they did Calico, but who would Calico go against? Like, for a Summer Madness? Like, Mr. Summer Madness, like, who would he go against for a Summer Madness? You know what I mean? I don't know. Like, this, if they did it, this will be an interesting one. They would have to probably bring Lux or somebody. Like, I don't, like, Gnome was lit. Whoever put that card together did a really good job. I'm not going to say y'all can't do it, but when I look at the battlers that you guys have, it would be very interesting to see how y'all would do it. The only way I think it can, all right, so if you got Calico versus, who's one of the most lit battlers? Nitty. Just battle Lux. You know what I mean? Maybe do that. Maybe work out the situation with K-Shine. K-Shine been saying he got a battle coming up for years. You know what I mean? And it hasn't happened yet. And this is not dissing K-Shine. We want to see him back. Very talented person. So what y'all had an issue last year? He said some things. He was upset. Y'all was probably upset about y'all done paid him all this money. Y'all did everything y'all was supposed to do business-wise. You know what I'm saying? And he played y'all like it. I would be mad too. You know, maybe y'all can sit down and work out an agreement. You know, maybe bring K-Shine back. You know, it's a lot. You know, maybe K-Shine versus Twerk on Summer Madness. That would be interesting. Y'all can do that. You know what I mean? Daylight, you know, I don't know. Like, who would Daylight battle if he would even show up? You know, I don't know. You know what I mean? But Summer Madness, they got matchups that could potentially happen. Maybe they could do Jazz versus Miss Hustle rematch. Maybe Jazz the Rapper versus Misfit. They could throw on there as the, you know what I mean, the second from the undercard. Maybe they could do that. I mean, it's a lot of things they can do. They could be creative. You know, but off the top of my, I mean, those are some of the matchups that I'm thinking about. But I wouldn't be mad. I think y'all did very, very good with Gnome. I didn't really have no complaints. The only complaint I had with Gnome is the the intermission between the battles, the audio was messed up. It's like you had to crank the volume up to hear the battle, right? But then like when the music would play in between like the, you know, the people commentating and all that, the volume would shoot up. That was like the only real issue I had. The battles was fire. You know what I mean? Maybe give Danny Myers like somebody crazy on Summer Madness. You know, Surf got to get out. Surf has got to get out now. Go get him. Somebody got to get him out. Imagine if Surf was out right now, bro. Sue Surf versus Danny Myers. Y'all would be going crazy. They got to get him out, bro. Rockton battled everybody. You know what I'm saying? Maybe Rockton battle Beasley or somebody. Somebody. You know what I mean? But get Surf out. Y'all got to do some. Maybe do a contract with Big K. Y'all can make, y'all, URL. Y'all can make Big K versus Tay Rocks happen. Y'all can do that. Why can't y'all? Big K versus Tay Rocks. Y'all can do that. This is a big battle. Make it happen. Maybe do a contract with Easy. Easy will probably do it. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, like Easy, whatever. Y'all see, y'all, if Easy versus Tay Rock got booked, y'all would watch it. Stop playing. Comment down in the comment section below. Let me know what matchups y'all would want to see on Summer Madness if they did it. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is. Comment, rate, subscribe. Let me know what y'all think about that. I'm just a blogger. Wait. Hey, Kendrick. Kendrick just opened his mouth. Somebody give him a Grammy right now. Where's your uncle at? Because I want to talk to the man at the house. West Coast do want phase, right? Come get this whooping. I'm handing them out. Kendrick! Stop coming for me, bro. Leave me alone, bro. It is what it is. I'm in the network. No, you can't. Shout out to everybody. But comment, rate, subscribe. Let me know what y'all think about that. Tell me if y'all gonna watch the Full Circle battles. Which battles y'all looking forward to. You know what I mean? I'm about to be out. Comment, rate, subscribe. Calico, you been saying things about Nitty. You missed the Summer Madness, bro. You know what I mean? People want to see, bro. Yo, hold on for a minute. Wait a minute. URL. I got one for y'all, right? I got one for y'all. Tay Rock versus Ill Will rematch. Book it. What? Y'all don't think people will watch that? People would watch that, bro. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. Comment, rate, subscribe. Let me know. Maybe talk to Verb or something. I don't know. Verb versus Af. Throw that on there. You know what I mean? Make something happen tomorrow. Comment, rate, subscribe. Let me know what y'all think about that. Peace.